There is a growing problem inside of the black community that's been prevalent for quite some time. The culture has seemingly embraced a new type of enemy: itself.
If you look in the hood, you hear about it. There's liquor stores and check cashing places. You know why? Because they know that the people in the hood aren't smart enough to open up bank accounts. They're gonna get a check, they're gonna cash it, and it's a liquor store right next to it. So you're gonna get your check and you're gonna buy this liquor, and then you're not gonna have no more money. Let's just put that around them. Let's also put a bunch of shit that's easy and cash available. We don't want you to gain credit. We want you to be cash driven. That's how we keep the poor poor. It's not until you understand that you get out.
There'll come a time when black people wake up and become intellectually independent enough to think for themselves.
When discussing any community, it's always vital to remember the diversity, strengths, and resilience of those communities. Today, we're going to be discussing some challenges faced by some segments of the black community and try to have some understanding about it. Now, when I say understanding, I'm referring to the negative aspects within the black community we're going to discuss in this video. In no way, shape, or form are we perpetuating stereotypes or pushing more nonsense. This is meant to address the issues, not stimulate them. And we have to first do that by acknowledging that there are problems. Problem number one: the idolization of negative cultural influences. Key point in case, rap music, a genre of music that is a haven for many black youths. While rap music, like all forms of art, is a means of expression, it reflects the reality, struggles, and aspirations of its creators and listeners. Now, to categorize all rap music as negative would be an extreme injustice. As I, for one now and as a youth, enjoyed the fruits of hip-hop, it allowed me artistic expression, and I am grateful for that. But what has it become now? The constant negative stereotypes about black people, portraying them as violent, materialistic, misogynistic, and engaged in illegal activities is deafening within the community. Rap music has only pushed that notion, and the rappers themselves. Individuals who so commonly come from poverty-stricken homes that are relatable to those from the same environment, making them popular amongst the many. Their influence is substantial in the black community, making it that much more important to understand the line between entertainment and reality. And in reality, the negative messages are the ones that's being relayed the most. Has anyone ever heard the term that drama sells? Well, if you have, then it's especially true within the black community. The backwards honor system has always been a mystery to me, meaning the celebration of individuals who have died in a dishonorable way, and particularly through gun violence, being celebrated as the best that the black community has to offer, and then being repackaged and resold to our youth. This is what I'd like to call a cycle of indoctrination. To be fair, indoctrination exists in every culture, but for the sake of our subject matter, we're going to apply it to the black community. So what is indoctrination? Well, the official definition is to teach someone to fully accept the ideas, opinions, and beliefs of a particular group, and to not consider other ideas, opinions, and beliefs of anything else. I wonder where we've seen that before.
This is a left-wing problem. This is radical left.
Would you shut up, man?
Listen,
So how exactly does this cycle of indoctrination start? If you guessed it could be through education, media, or institutional policies, you would be right. But what if we looked even closer than that? How about right in your home? Starting with your good old mom and dad, the people who start the fabrics of your belief system, the people I would say that you often come to love the most. Their impact on a child is tremendous and simply can't be overlooked within the black community. Your parents' beliefs, ideals, and lifestyle typically transfer over to the children. And in the black community where negativity reigns over positivity, passing down positive reinforcement is absolutely a must, as anything less than that can have a spiraling effect on that child.
Let me see that. My gun.
You hold it like this and pull the trigger.
Moving time and time again to lie about it. My man, he won't be here in a year. You went to drink, went to speak. Thanks to drink, by the way, Nene. Yes.
Now, while indoctrination can be interpreted in many forms like media, social media, and algorithms, it's always important to look at other facts that go along with it, like this one single fact.
Welcome to the single-parent homes in our great black communities.
Now, to understand the correlation between indoctrination and single-parent homes, we have to take a trip to the past and understand how we got here today. You see, back then, a black family stayed together, or that's what the statistics say. But what did it truly mean for the black community? How does having your father and mother in the home change anything? I mean, it shouldn't matter, right? What could possibly be the difference? Well, let's just start with the most obvious reasons. Money. It is essential to get children what they need to be successful in life. So economic stability is a huge factor in this. And when you only have one parent, your odds of reaching this are significantly lower. I mean, just look at some of the numbers.
No bother. Double bother.
This is something that's been normalized in the black community and continues to take a toll on the communities themselves. So where does this lead us? Are we truly doomed to continue to follow this path? I think not. If you guessed it could be through education, media, or institutional policies, you would be right. Institutional policies, 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 institutional.
Please wake up.
So what are some of the institutional policies we're talking about here? We're talking about the man of the house rules, a welfare policy made back in the 1960s that disqualified any family who had a man in the house, provided that that man was the main provider of that house. Now, this disproportionately ended up affecting black families more, and that same sentiment stayed till this day. Now, while this rule was struck down by the Supreme Court in 1968, the association between poverty, welfare, and government incentives remained. And the absent black fathers, well, you see the aftermath today.
America's public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse. In order to fight and defeat this enemy, it is necessary to wage a new all-out offensive. I have asked the Congress to provide the legislative authority and the funds to fuel this kind of an offensive.
Our second institutional policy, the war on drugs. The war on drug policies enacted by Richard Nixon and later followed up by Ronald Reagan were meant to clean up the neighborhoods. What they actually did was fill up our prisons. Droves of black men were taken off the streets and away from their families, forever changing the family dynamic, which was never quite right again. And because this is a vast subject and has many factors that go into it, seeing as it is interesting enough to make its own video in itself, I'll keep it brief with you. No government policies in modern times has hurt the black community more. America's move from treatment to incarceration benefited no one, and all data points to the same conclusion. So who actually benefited in this situation? I'll leave it up to the viewers to decide that. Whether you agree or disagree with the problems that we have in the black community, one thing is for certain: we have to fix some of these things. There are some of us out here who pay attention, who listen, or who want to learn. The other ones, don't all put us in the same category, because you never know what you're going to get. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content and you're intrigued by this type of information. I'd like to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video because it's much appreciated. These videos are time consuming, but I love the content as well. And as always, be safe.
Give me what I need.